Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, YouTube subscribers. Hope you guys are doing well. It's been a while. It's been a few months, hasn't it, since I've done a video. Lots has been going on. I just want to say a big thank you out to all of you subscribers, because even though I haven't been posting out any content, I still subscriber count is still going up, which is strange, but good in a way, I guess. So thank you for that. Thank you for all the support. I had a few comments as well asking me where I am, how am I, and I just want to say I'm good. Thank you very much for asking. So it's been a few months, so you might have wondered where I have been. So the housework, which has just been a bit of a nightmare, has finally, thank God, coming towards an end. So the renovation on the house is pretty much done now, which is a good thing. And the other thing is I've been doing some IT consultancy. So at the moment, with how things are, you just have to go where the money is. And at the moment, car business wasn't doing great, and then I had some opportunities to do some consultancy. So I took those opportunities up to do the consultancy. You just have to take the money where it comes from at the moment. So that's where I've been. So this is a bit of a different video. So you probably have seen in my previous videos in the background, I've got a 2010 E-Class 2.2 diesel. About 2-3 years ago now, I noticed that it was losing coolant and using quite a lot of coolant. So I took it to my mechanics, and they swapped out. They ran it for a long time and did loads of tests, and they swapped out the water pump. And I think it was a radiator as well. I can't remember. I'm sure. I know for sure it was a water pump. So they swapped out the water pump, and then at that time my mechanic was like, "Mate, it's probably a good time to get rid of this car." Because it's not gonna, it's like using coolant and stuff like that, so it might be a good opportunity to get shot of it. But because it was driving so well, apart from that issue, and once they changed water pump, it seemed to be fine. So I drove it for another 2.5 years. But now recently, I've noticed that within a 10-minute drive, the coolant bottle is like half to almost just a quarter left. So it wasn't looking good. So the idea is that I needed a new car, and it's not ULEZ compliant, and I need a ULEZ compliant car really, because I travel to Birmingham, London quite often. So I found a car, as you've probably seen in the thumbnail now, all the way up in Scotland. So we've got a long journey ahead of us, and I thought I'd bring you guys along with me. So what we're doing now is just driving over to my sister's. My sister's going to take us to the coach stop, where we're going to get a coach over to London Luton Airport, or Luton London Airport, catch a flight over to Glasgow, and we're going to stay in Glasgow. So it's Thursday morning as I'm recording. Going to head over to Luton and then catch the flight over to Glasgow, and then that'll be this afternoon. And then Friday afternoon around 3 o'clock-ish, we're meeting the seller of the car. I'll go into details hopefully if we buy the car, and hopefully it's not a wasted journey. So Friday afternoon, we're going to see the car and hopefully buy it. If I do buy it, I'll show you guys the car and all that kind of stuff, go through all the details and take you on the journey back with me. If you don't buy it, you'll see me on the flight back. I haven't booked a return flight, obviously, so we might have to buy a return ticket. But we'll see how we cross that bridge as we come. And then I'll take some videos and all that kind of stuff. We're doing a bit of sightseeing and all of that. So I thought I'll bring you guys with me and hope you guys enjoy it. So we have made it. We have landed in Glasgow. It's just gone 2:30. The journey was spot on. To be fair, no hiccups, no nothing. Actually, the other thing, guys, I've got a new mic. I bought that months ago. I never used it, so hopefully the audio is a lot better. But just let me know in the comments if it is. I'm just going to head over to a art gallery now, so I'll take some shots of that. But hopefully. It should be, fingers crossed, the weather's nice and clear today, and hopefully it's going to be like that for the rest of the week end. But yeah, we'll head over to the gallery now. I'll take some shots, and I'll chat to you guys soon.
Hello, long day, let's say long day for you today.
So we visited the art gallery, and now we are at one of the university campuses, University of Glasgow, and check out this building. What a piece of art, for sure. And that art gallery was one of the nicest art galleries I've ever been to. I do apologise if you guys are not interested in this kind of stuff. You can always skip this part of the video and go over hopefully to tomorrow, Friday, when I pick up the car. But I just need to vlog this, even if it's just for my own benefit, because this is amazing. Right guys, back to business, away from all of the sightseeing and stuff. So we managed to buy the car. Before we start talking about this, the story behind the car and all that kind of stuff, I'll add a picture of the front wing here. So pause the video and comment down below in the video in the comments what car you think I bought, and then you can watch the rest of the video. So we managed to buy the car, thank God, eventually. We had a right nightmare. So we went to meet the seller. He's a teacher, so we went to meet him in his school car park, and we went to look at the car and all that kind of stuff. The car was as described, and it looked really good and stuff. And we really, I was really grateful that he described the car precisely, genuinely, and accurately. And then we went to transfer the payment for the car. And then, for some reason, HSBC flagged it up as a fraud, and they blocked one of our main accounts to transfer that had the funds in to transfer the money over, and they blocked it. So there's nothing we could do, and they were like, "Oh, there's nothing you can do at the moment, and to unblock it, you have to go in to the branch." And this was coming up to like 5 o'clock, and the branch had to close by then. So we were stuck. And if they told us that straight away when we rang them up about 4 o'clock, we could have headed over to the branch. But by the time they actually confirmed that that's what we had to do, it was too late. So we were in a right pickle, because then he was like, "Oh, you can come back tomorrow," but it wouldn't meet him. It would be the Saturday, and we couldn't meet him at his at the school. We'd have to meet him at his house, and it was further away. And then how did we get there? We hadn't got a car and all that kind of stuff. So it's like right palaver. But managed to scramble. One of my sisters, thank God, really helped us out there. She managed to send him half the money that for the balance, and then we scrambled some money between the other accounts that we had. Managed to transfer the rest of the balance and cleared off the balance on the car. So what a palaver! 3 hours that took us to do just to buy a car. With your own money, you can't even spend your own money, and then like you get blocked, and then there's nothing you can do. It's even your own money, but you don't have control of it. And then who these days wants to walk around with a bag full of cash? So it is what it is. But thank God, it was a bit of a stressful time, stressful few hours, but we managed to get there. Thank God. So we eventually decided to stay another night. So we left the hotel in Glasgow, and we booked another random hotel we're in Hamilton at the moment. We booked a hotel in Hamilton. It's actually a really nice place. So we stayed one more extra night here, and we're going to head back now from Hamilton down to Northampton. And I'll show you guys the car. I'm really happy with it, but let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on the car. So let's show you the car. So this is what we ended up buying, guys. So let me know down in the comments down below if you correctly guessed what car it was. So it's a 2016 BMW F10 520D in this space grey, I think it's called, metallic, like gunmetal grey silver car. It's really nice, guys. I'm really happy with this, and I feel like the mission coming all the way up to Scotland was definitely worth it. So yeah, guys, let me know. So where should we start? So from the driver's side, front door, it's all in good condition. We've got one or two little chips there in the paint from stone chips and stuff. You can see that on camera, but nothing you wouldn't expect from a 2016 car. Front wing is looking all good. We've got all around matching Pirelli tyres. One of them needs a change, but they all run flats. I think disc and pads were recently changed as well, not that long time ago, and it was it was an uncle's car, and then the nephew bought it from the uncle, and the nephew said that I think the uncle spent like £1,900 changing all the disc and pads, because the uncle always used to take it to the main dealer, which sounds like extortionate, but that is, I guess, main dealer prices. So we're going across the front of the car, looking really clean. We've got Douglas Park, which is the original dealer who supplied the car. Got one or two little paint chips, which he took pictures, the seller took pictures of, and he was really understanding when we had the 3 hours wait and all that kind of stuff with the bank and that, and messing around with the bank. He was really understanding and patient with us, so that was really good. The panel gaps and stuff look good to me, spot on. I was a bit worried when I approached the car because he had like sprayed wax or polished the car and stuff, and there was a bit of wax or excess wax on the car. It's still a bit there. You can still probably see it. There you go, see it. And I was like, oh no, what's that? I thought it was like, was the colour fading or anything like that? He goes, oh no, mate. It's just for me was I put too much wax on, and obviously the wax was still on the car and stuff, and it's picking up dirt. It just looked really faded. I got really worried, but luckily, I'll show you guys in the boot. He had put it down here. He had a microfiber cloth with him in the car, which he gave to me, which was nice of him. And he started rubbing it off. And he goes, oh look, no, I just haven't had a chance to rub it all off. He started rubbing it off, and it all came off. There's a little bit left there, but I just need just a clean really, and that will come off. Again, going to the front on the passenger side, looking all good. You got a bit of corrosion around the centre caps and stuff. What do you expect with a car of this age? But it's looking really straight along this side. One thing I'm surprised, I guess you can code it with like Carly, something like that. The wing mirrors don't fold in when you close the car. So I don't know if that's an optional extra or something, but you would have expected, well, I would have expected it with a car with the spec and how much it would have been costing when it was brand new. But yeah, there's no folding mirrors. Again, down this side, really nice and straight. I love this like BMW like embossing, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, on the lights. Really nice. So this is 2016. So this is the LCI facelift model. The ones before this, pre 2013. I always get it the wrong way around. N47 I think was pre 2013, and they were known for like timing chain issues and all that kind of stuff with the tensioners and all that. And then I think this is, if I'm quote me if I'm wrong, it's a B47 engine. So I'll add I did a cold start video clip of it. I'll add it into this part of the video now if I remember. And hopefully you can see from that clip, hopefully, fingers crossed, there is no issue with the timing chain on this car. He did send me a video of the car starting up for coal before we headed down as well. And to me, let me know down in the comments below if I missed something. To me, this engine sounds healthy. But again, I'm no expert, but it sounds to me like it was all okay. But if it's not okay, that's going to be, to get the timing chain done on that one, it's going to cost quite a lot of money, because from what I understand, the timing chain's at the back of the engine. So it's either an engine out or gearbox out, I think, if I remember correctly. So it's a labour intensive job. So out of all the 4 tyres, he did tell me that this one was the one that was coming up that might need replacing soon, and it is on the wear indicator there. So we might have to get that changed. He told me he changed this side tyre a little while ago, but I guess he was thinking about changing the car, so he didn't get the other side done, which is understandable if he's thinking about selling it. So the reason behind him selling the car was his brother, no, his sister, sorry. His sister and his brother-in-law, they're buying new cars, so he felt like he had to buy a new car. So he's buying a JQ, I might be pronouncing that incorrectly, but one of those think hybrid like SUV cars. So he's buying one of them, and then he's got this up for sale. I think he just wanted a bit more money than what he's been quoted on part exchange. So we've done a deal on that, and I'm really happy with it. So you got parking sensors front and back, twin exhaust, big car. It feels a lot bigger and wider than just a little. I don't know. It feels wider, definitely wider than my E-Class. Probably is a bit longer than my E-Class. Boot, even though I've got all my stuff in there. It's a good sized boot. Obviously no spare tire and all that kind of stuff because you've got run flats on there. This is an extra matte like boot protector thing he's got in there. And you got like a little, if I can lift it up, storage compartment there. And you got a deep compartment down there. Got all your fuses behind here. We've got he bought a new set of mats, but we've got he supplied us with the original set of mats there as well. Don't know why he swapped the mats around. He said he spent quite a lot of money on his spare mats, but on his new mats I should say. But I think I'll put the original mats back in. I just like to keep everything standard. But that is the car, guys. So yeah, from the outside anyway, it's all in good condition, really. Not much to complain about in terms of bodywork. You got the few odd scratches here from loading and unloading, but it's to be expected from a 2016 car, really. Another thing, actually, pause the video here. Let me know what you think the mileage is from you've seen the condition of the car without doing any MOT history checks. I know you guys could just do MOT history checks and then guess the mileage. But again, pause the video and guess down below what the mileage of the car is, and I'll reveal the mileage. So let's go into the car. And go around the car. So into here, got all full black leather interior, which is really nice. It's really weird. So it's part electric, so you could, like the lumbar support and stuff is electric, but to move the seat back and forward, it's manual handle, a bit like my E-Class. It was really nice and clean, and then it took 2 days that I've had it. I've really already trashed the car, but I really love, because it's an M Sport. The thing I really love about these is the steering wheel. And the seller did mention about some people like down in London and stuff like that. Just not London, I'm not discriminating, but in places where people do break into cars to nick these steering wheels, because I think they're worth quite a lot of money. So yeah, you got the M Sport steering wheel. It's really nice to hold. You got like contouring there, whatever you want to call it, just to to hold the car, hold the steering wheel. So for your fingers and stuff, it's just really nice feel to the steering wheel. And you got your start stop, auto start stop and stuff like that. You got your paddle shifts as well, electric lights. Just really nice, looked after example, guys. I wonder if you guys will be able to guess the mileage of the car looking from the interior and exterior condition of it. So yeah, again, look, it's been 2 days and they've been here and there in loads of different country parks and stuff. It really needs a good valet, but inside it was really clean when he got it, and you can tell that he's looked after it. Even the headlining and stuff, look at that. It's all in really good condition. Even I think in my E-Class they're starting to peel off, but here all the buttons and stuff, and it's not much difference in mileage, about 10k difference in mileage between my car and my old car, the E-Class, and this one, and all of the buttons and stuff. I know these are prone to break and snap, but this one seems to be okay. Yeah, all of the buttons, all of the prints and stuff, all the numbering and all that stuff, not faded. It's all looking good. So let's just go into the rear of the vehicle before we reveal the mileage. Again, a lot of leg space for the passengers. I'm 6'1", so I've obviously got the seat quite back. The only thing is, because of the rear wheel drive, you've got this massive drive tunnel here, so whoever sits in the middle is legs are going to be a bit of an issue there. But again, leg space is going to be a bit of an issue. But again, really happy with this, guys. Right, so let's reveal the mileage and go through the service history and stuff. So let's get the ignition on. So he had a recent service, so his next service is due 2nd of 2026. And that's the mileage, guys. Let me know down below if you got the mileage correct. 127,044. So when we picked it up, it was just, I took it over 127. It was 126,900, something or the other. And I've taken it over to 127. Which is a bit of, it's a bit scary with like, well, hopefully, fingers crossed. The engine and the timing chain will be good on this one, but buying a car with, I never bought a car with this kind of mileage, 127. So, but these are supposed, as long as you do your regular oil changes and all that kind of stuff, and you keep on top of the maintenance, these are supposed to go on for like 250,000 miles. Well, I'm led to believe. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to last me for a few years. So you got your whole iDrive and all that kind of stuff here. You got your, is it 8-speed? If I'm not correct, 8-speed gearbox here, which is really smooth. The smoothest gearbox that I've driven anyway. And then let's go into got a stack of, actually let me show you guys, got a stack of paperwork there. So for all the services that he's done, he's got all the paperwork there. Like, we've got 2 keys. It's been in the same family. So it was the uncle's car originally, who had it from brand new, and then the nephew bought it about 18 months ago. And the reason why the mileage is high, the uncle was a regional manager or regional director, one of the two, for Tesco. So he's done up to the first MOT. I think he hit like 70 odd thousand. So the first few years he was just on the must have been just on the motorway, doing loads of driving here and then everywhere, and that's what's cranked up the mileage. But it's been maintained, and the first few services up until recently, I think up until the nephew actually had it, it was all BMW. So the younger did definitely look after it. So let's go into, I think it's vehicle information, vehicle status, and where is it? Service requirements, service history. How do we do it? There we go, service history. So there we go, guys. So I think he's done the EGR. There's a recall on this for the EGR. So I think he had that done. I'll have to double check that. So we've got 2025. He had a service, and then he had a brake fluid change there, and another one at 2025. I think this one was the recall, and that was the service. And then we've got 2024, 2023, 2022, 2022, 2020. So there's a gap there. But I guess you got lockdown on all that kind of stuff. So not everyone got the servicing done. 2019, 18, 18, 17. So it's all pretty much full service history. And I think for that gap 2021, I might have some service paperwork for that as well. So pretty much a full service history. So I'm really happy with that. So what did he do between 20 and 2022? So he did about what, 11k? That's probably why he didn't get service, which is understandable. So I'm really happy in terms of the service history. 2 owners from the same family. So for me, it was all good signs of why I should buy the car. And the other few reasons why I bought the car was it's ULEZ compliant. So this one, even though it's a 2 litre diesel, it's ULEZ compliant, and the road tax is only £35 a year. So to me, like, I needed a car that was economical, good on fuel, and that was ULEZ compliant, because I have to go to like Birmingham, London, not Bristol so much, but I'm always travelling to London and Birmingham quite a lot. And then it just pains me, to be fair, to pay £9 each time I go into ULEZ areas. So it made sense to go for this one, because my 2010 E-Class wasn't ULEZ compliant. So yeah, that's the reason why I bought this one, guys. I fully tanked it last night when I was in Glasgow, and then come to Hamilton, which is about 16 miles away. But I'm going to reset the computer, and we're going to head over back down to Northampton. So I'm going to reset the trip computer. Actually, can I do that while I've got you guys here? And then we'll see what it thinks. Actually, I can press it here, shouldn't I? I'll be able to do it here. So how much miles it thinks we can do? 590 miles on this, pretty much. You can see that full tank of fuel, which is really good, really good. I want to reset the trip computer to see what we get in terms of average mileage down to Northampton. And I think it's down to Northampton. Last time when I checked yesterday, it was about 330 odd miles, 333 miles, I think it was, down to Northampton. So yeah, we're going to just about to head off now. I'll probably do an update video on the way down, let you know how it's going. I've only driven it locally and it seems to be fine. It hasn't overheated and anything like that. The guy said it was really smooth and really good on the motorways. He's driven it down to like Manchester and stuff from Scotland. So we'll test that out. Hopefully we'll get back in one piece. But yeah, let me know, guys, down in the comments below what you thought of the car. Did you guess if it was the right car? One, and did you guess the mileage on the car as well? And what do you think of the condition of the car based on the mileage? So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted and I'll see you guys shortly. So just about to head off, guys. So like I said, just reset the trip computer and the computer's saying 590 miles in the tank. We're going to go down the Leeds, past the Leeds route, which avoids like the M6 toll. So it's showing us 5 hours 38 minutes drive and 342 miles. But it'll be interesting to see what kind of average miles to the gallon we get on this one. So fingers crossed, guys. Wish us luck, and we'll see you probably on a journey there or halfway through the journey there. Hopefully not broken down on the side of the motorway. So we've done a fair amount of the journey. We just stopped to get a drink, and I have to say I'm really impressed with this car. Like, I don't want to jinx myself, but it's been driving spot on, so smooth on the motorway. Engine hasn't overheated. It stayed at the halfway point there. I've just left it in cruise control at 70, and it's been cruising along. So if you look, it's actually gone up. So the mileage, I don't know if it's going to show me because I haven't got the car. Let me start. Oh yeah, there you go. 614 now. So it's actually gone up in terms of what it thinks is left in the tank in terms of the miles. I'm guessing it's based on what I'm driving at the moment on the motorway rather than around in town. But yeah, it's been really good, touch wood, so far. When you're on the motorway, the cabin and all that stuff, it's really quiet in the car. The only thing I noticed was a bit of like noise coming from the wing mirrors. But apart from that, a bit of like wind noise, but apart from that, it's been spot on. So touch wood, we get home in one piece, but so far, so good. So I'll keep you guys updated. A couple of things I forgot to mention earlier was you've got different driving modes in the car. So you've got sport mode, which then stiffens the steering and the suspension. I think it gives the car a few more revs. You've got comfort, which I've got the car in at the moment, and then you've got Eco Pro mode, which I think when you're driving a car and you're braking, it then charges up the battery, and you can see this dial here. You can see that going up and stuff, and it's charging the battery. But I just got it in comfort. It would be interesting actually if we did this journey in Eco Pro mode, but then I think it affects like the heating and all that kind of stuff. So I left it in comfort. So before we headed up to Scotland, and before I committed to buying a car, I obviously did a vehicle score check on the car to see what the rating was. So if we just put the reg in of this car, we press check car. Let's see what we get in terms of this one. So it's had a recent plate change, which I know because the seller told me that it had a private plate on the car and it's taken that off. So that's where we're getting that warning from, which is fine. So we have a rating of, or a score of, 815 out of 999, which is our overall rating of excellent, which is good news. We know it's ULEZ compliant, which is fantastic. And if we go down, the positive points. So the positive points are, I don't know if you can see on the screen, last MOT had no comments, recent MOT passes high, average yearly mileage is good, negative points. So the MOT is due. The MOT is due in December, and we know the mileage is above 100,000. So it's always worth doing a vehicle score check before you go to commit to buy a car or view any car. Also, you can do the full checks. Use my code BD20 to get 20% off your vehicle score checks, and it's always worth doing before you head over to view a car, because you don't want to find out any hidden history of the car after you've bought it and you regret the purchase. And especially if you're buying it from a private buyer, you've got no comeback then. So it's always worth doing that. So one of the two things that I want to do with this car, or I need to do with the car, is obviously before the MOT, the rear passenger side tyre that needs changing, and another thing that I need to do is get the gearbox serviced. I haven't gone through all of the paperwork for the car, but the seller said he didn't think the gearbox has been serviced. So that is one of the things I want to do, just for peace of mind, because if one of these goes wrong, it's a good £3,000, £4,000 I think, but don't quote me on that, to get it either replaced or fixed, I think. So it's definitely worth getting a gearbox, even though it's driving smooth and all that kind of stuff. If it's not been done, we've done 127,000 miles on the car, on the clock, and I do want to keep this car for long term, so it's worth getting that done. It's going to cost me £400-500, probably about £500 of it, I think, with getting this gearbox done and a differential service as well. So it's worth just doing it for that peace of mind and keeping the car, the longevity of the car and stuff. So we get that done. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys soon when you're closer to home, and I'll come back with no other report issues or any reports of problems with the car. So we literally just pulled out outside the house and we've got home in one piece, I'm glad to report. So you can see I'm just pulled outside and it's idling fine. Temperature's halfway. We've still got 484 miles left and we've used less than half a tank of fuel. The seller actually was really nice to us, and he left us about a quarter of a tank of fuel. And when I was going through the MPG and all that stuff, and the car at that time was thinking it had 184 miles from a quarter tank, which is pretty impressive. So we've got 484 miles left on the tank. Hopefully you can see that. Just going through there. We achieved average 41.7 MPG. But I think could have potentially done better if I wasn't using a cruise control and I was doing it myself. But I'm still really impressed with that, to be fair. And yeah, the car drove really good. So I think we'll wrap this video here, guys. It's gone dark, so I apologize for the lighting. It's probably not the best, but I just hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you're new around here, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. All the existing subscribers, thank you all so much for your support. I really appreciate it. I do apologise I haven't brought out any content, but hopefully I'll bring out some content in the near future, because I've still got quite a few cars that I need to sell. And actually, an interesting point. You guys might have watched a podcast come out recently on Joe's Shifting Metal 2.0 channel, where he was talking about how hard it is in motor trade. And I guess most of you guys will know, like Joe's closed down his dealership, and how the margins now are so tight. So with the cost of parts, with the cost of labour and your margin, and then obviously you have to pay tax and VAT. Like, the car trade and the car business is getting squeezed, I think, at the moment. So I don't know what the future holds for me either, to be fair. I'll just have to go where the money is and go where I can get some money to pay the bills. So it'll either be going back into an IT job maybe, or get, I don't know, we'll see. Or maybe even expanding the car business. We just have to see how it goes. But thank you all for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, if you're going to go and look at a private, especially with a private sale, going to look at a car, even with a dealership, it's always worth doing a vehicle score check. Head over to vehiclescore.co.uk and use my code BEARDED20 to get 20% off your vehicle score checks. Because one of my friends, actually, he bought a car from a private seller or a car dealer? I can't remember. It was either a car, I think it was actually a dealer, and he thought it was HPI clear. They gave him a report actually that showed it was HPI clear, and so he assumed it was HPI clear. And then when he come to sell the car, he actually found out that it wasn't. So you just don't know. It was always worth doing your own checks rather than relying on people giving you these reports that potentially could be forged. So always keep an eye out on that one. So yeah, just want to wrap this video up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and take care, guys.